I'm Leigh Wood, WBA featherweight world champion, and my club is the world famous Nottingham Forest. Who's my club? My club is Nottingham Forest, and it's a local club that I've followed since I was very young. My granddad, my uncle, both my granddads both followed the club, and yeah, you know, we've had a great history, and hopefully we're going to replicate that in the coming years. I was 7 or 8. My uncle took me to a game. No, my granddad took me to a game. I'm not sure if it was Wimbledon back then. I think Forest was in the top flight. Yeah, I think we won 2-1. I didn't go to a lot of games as a kid. I went to the odd occasional game, but I'd never had a season ticket or anything. Like, my kids were lucky enough to have pretty much followed them, kept my eye on them since a young age. Probably Pearce, Stuart Pearce. Hero from the club growing up. There was a spell we had a player, I'm not sure if he was on loan or not. I think he was from Holland. He was unbelievable, and I remember shouting his name when we were on the playground kicking the ball, and I was terrible. His name was
Pierre Van Hooijdonk?
Pierre Van Hooijdonk, that's the one, yeah. Yeah, he came on loan, I think he did. Scored quite a few goals. He really lit the place up. I think last year, you know, back in the Premier League, and we made a high profile signing, and everyone expected big things, and it didn't really work out like that. I don't dog him out, but I don't think his head is in the right place. Do you know his name? Do you know his name? Yeah. Justin Lingard, yeah. I'm going to see Justin Lingard. That's that one. When I'm training, I go to the club. You know, I have like a drink, like a Bravo drink, just to warm me up. It depends what time of year as well. Out of camp, now, this is a game changer. So I'll get a hot chocolate, right, and I'll get mini eggs, chocolate mini eggs, at the right time of year, and I'll pour them into the hot drink. Unbelievable after a fight, honestly. One of the biggest is the semi-final playoffs recently. Samba making them saves, and the water bowl. Did you see the water bowl thing? I was at the City ground for that semi-final, and it was like we won, like we've gone up. Even though we had one more game left. There was that one. About 4 or 5 years before, was fighting to stay up and was watching the results come in, and I think it's always exciting if you're one end or the other. If you're in the mid-table, there's nothing to remember, there's nothing to fight for. If you're fighting to stay up, it's good if you stay up. If you're fighting to go up, you know, that's good as well, it's exciting. Them 2 games will stay with me for a long time. Yeah, I think that moment will be the one that I remember. I think it was like 25 or 27 years outside the top flight. It's a long time. You think about, you know, how old I am, that's most of my life. And going down to Wembley to watch it and watch us get promoted back up to the Premier League, it's a standout moment. Brian Clough. I think everyone does. Success that he had, the way he dealt with things, the character that he was, I think he will always be, or forever be, associated to the club, and when you hear that name, that face pops out. It's got to be Derby. It's got to be Derby. Not much of a rivalry anymore, but you know, it's still Derby. I think if we have a friendly and a friendly or anything, they're the closest decent sized club. I'm gonna go with my mate Worrell, Joe Worrell. Come up through the academy and that, really nice guy. Does a lot for the club, a lot for the people of the city as well. So I'm gonna go with Joe. It's got to be Cooper, you know, like Pearce and that add the spell, and sometimes I feel like when players come and manage teams and they don't do very well, it tarnishes what they've done. They should just leave it alone. But Steve Cooper has done exceptional and continues to do and still will do. I've got a really good relationship with him, talked to him quite a lot. Unbelievable guy. So without a shadow of a doubt, Steve Cooper. been a few, haven't there? Keane, for a short spell. I would say Keane. I think like when players leave the club, I feel like I want them to do well. Like Matty Cash, got him on my dream team, scored 2 goals, and he's a defender, I think. Scored 2 goals of the week, so that comes some points. Antonio as well, for West Ham. Like players that leave and do well, I just want them to do well. Apart from when they're playing as, was it Chris probably? He was alright. Pace started alright, then didn't do so well. That's what I mean with players that come back, it's not great. Was it Chris Hooten probably? Maybe. So I played a charity game the other year and I was up and down the pitch, top to bottom, and nobody beats me to the ball. I'm like a Labrador and a tennis ball. I'm off, but when I get there, I just can't do anything with it. I'll put pace on everyone, straight from one box to the box to box, all game. But like I said, can't do nothing with it. So I'll probably be a defender, just a workhorse midfield defender. Can't remember names, but there's a few Derby players on there that I guess not so much anymore because they're not even close to our league anymore. Former European champions. You're nervous and Prediction for the new season, we're doing alright. On paper it looks worse than it actually is, you know. First of all, our away form is brilliant in the minute. Looking really good compared to last year, we was not even in the game. We had Arsenal on the rope second half, lost 2-1. Man U went 2-0 up and then kind of switched off a little bit, but we're still in the game. I'm going to say Forest are going to finish 12th this season, and I think we're going to beat some top 4 teams in the process. Message to the players, keep up the great work, you're all doing well. Like I just said, away from home, you're playing incredible. You know, there's a lot more fight in you. Listen to Cooper, because he's the man. And I will see you down the City Ground after my next fight. I'm Leigh Wood, featherweight world champion. Thank you for watching my club.